So it's still February 28th, 2023, and I'm still 29 years old. I'm just saying that because I made two other videos tonight. This is the third and probably final one that I'm going to make. I just wanted to kind of jot this last thought down. So I kind of have like this fear of missing out when it comes to, I don't know, like art. So what I mean by that, I guess, so I grew up playing N64 and I love the N64 and I have so many memories associated with that. I've kind of touched on a few of them in some other videos, I think. But specifically, I was really obsessed with Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Those are like my two favorite all-time games, among some others, which once again, I could go into that in detail in another video. But anyways, so I've consumed this art and I have these memories associated with it. But then I started thinking like I'll never know what it's like to play Final Fantasy VII as a kid, for example, because I just never was exposed to the PlayStation 1 like how I was with the Nintendo. And then I'm just thinking that there's so much art that I've missed out on over the years that are like considered classics, whatever it may be. It could be music, movies, anime, games, like something totally else I'm not even thinking about. And it kind of gives me like this anxiety, just, I don't know, like knowing that I'm not going to be able to consume all the art that's just out in the world. I don't know if anyone else has that kind of feeling where you're like, dang, like where you get this like almost like this fear of missing out. I mean, even the other day, I just started finally watching Dragon Ball for the first time. I'd never watched Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z as a kid. Well, I kind of watched Dragon Ball Z, but that was before. That was only because it was on before Ed, and Eddie on Cartoon Network. I remember, but I never watched Dragon Ball, and I just started watching it. I was like, wait, the show is freaking amazing. It's so funny, very lighthearted. It's like kind of reminds me of Pokemon Indigo League to an extent, at least in terms of like the tone and the vibe. But I guess that's another thing. I watched Pokemon when I was a kid. I watched Pokemon Indigo League. I used to run home from kindergarten every single day. I can still remember that. But I never watched Dragon Ball. I never watched, all the other animes that were. I didn't even really get into anime until later on in life. I'm not even that into anime. I would not consider myself like a connoisseur or anything, but I do enjoy anime. But it's just like, what other art is out there that I know about that's like I know, like for example, once again, like Final Fantasy VII. I'm never gonna be able to play that as a kid. I'm an adult now. At best, I can play it as an adult, but it might not have the same experience it would have had if I played it as a kid. Or I might not even play the game at all, even as an adult, and I'll totally miss out on it. And I just kind of think about that just with once again with any media. It could be music, movies, games, anything. Yeah, anyways, just I don't know if anyone else has that kind of experience or if it's just me, but it sucks, man. But I guess this is just me signing out and have a good night.